So it's time to take the plates off this thing. I've been needing to do this for a while, to send them back to WA. Part of the deal with WA plates is they want the actual plates back, and this has been sitting away for months doing very little, as most of you know. I've still got a bit of winter dirt on the tyres from the last trek out, but it needs a good clean. But so we'll be taking these plates off and putting some Vic plates on it, and just got to get in there. It'll be interesting to see if unzip whether she starts, because to be honest, I have not had my charger on it, which I should have had on it, but Riley gave me as a fantastic birthday present. Completely got to say, this unit is amazing. I've got another one, a Serta branded one, and it just doesn't make the grade with starting up things like my Bobcat. It struggles. This thing, unbelievable. I've even used it as a replacement battery to start up the log splitter. It's amazing what it can do. But anyway, let's see if whether or not wrong keys, that won't work. I'll be very interested to see whether or not this has got well, there's a good question. I've got to go find the key. Back in a tick. Oh, just the wrong pocket. Yeah, Porsche use a very different sort of key system, by the way. That's what I want to show. It actually just sort of plugs in to an area, so like so. And I got a feeling this battery is probably going to be flat. Well, I'm really not in there far enough forward there at the moment too. But let's see if we get any lights up at all. Well, we've got some lights. Now, are we out of gear? Yes, we are. Probably wants my foot on the brake from memory. Press clutch. That'd be right. Hang on. I've got to get in. Oh, boy. It's looking like it's got a bit of battery, doesn't it? Which is amazing, because look at that, your GPS on the right hand side there. It's kind of neat, isn't it? All right, let's try. Let's try. Give it a go. You're kidding. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's a good battery in this car, I can. Amazing. Now let's just have a look here. Close this over. You know, I've driven this car twice in my whole life, and I know that sounds, oh okay, my front bonnet is open, and that's what that's indicating there, just by the way. I'm going to pull it out to be able to get the number plates off. By the way, these have an electric brake for handbrake, so basically, wrong way. So that way or that way? Oh, press the brake pedal when you do it, that's right. Right, so that takes your handbrake off. I've still got that showing because of the... Oh boy, that's amazing this thing started. Right, so we're just going to go backwards. They've got full sensors in these for side, front, etc. So that's the good news. But it's just so much easier to pull this thing out of the surrounding and get a bit of an overview. Might leave that just running for a bit actually. And once again, when you put your handbrake on, it's just there. Electric handbrake goes in and out of gear. Absolutely. By the way, they have a superb sound system in these things. I've never had such a small cab, like my 996 turbos and different ones. You know, I used to be always really impressed with the audio, but nothing compared to what they've done with these. All right, let's get out of here. Wow, this thing needs a full detail. Look at the dust. I mean, you know what? And that's even with, that's because I've left this bonnet up. It clicked open because I did have a charger on it at one stage. What have we got in here? My goodness. It's very clean, that white towel. Looks very clean. It's lovely. All right, throw that away. Anyway, certainly started all right. Oh, hang on, I wanted 2 hands with that one. And of course, no job's ever simple, is it? Check out the screws I've used on here. I should be able to get those out. They're those tamper-proofs, which are good. They're worth using. I'm just trying to remember if I've got a head for one of those so I can make my job a bit easier. Otherwise, there's another way of getting those off. Boy, this thing's dirty at the moment. I wouldn't say dirty. Look, it's not too bad, but it's been sitting around for a long time. So obviously with my health, and I'm healing, by the way. I don't know if you'll see this, but no, I don't know what that picks up. Anyway, slowly but surely getting there. But it's been a painful time, that's for sure. But anyway, all right, let's see if we've got a head for this. All right, instead of spending a load of time trying to find the right head for this, just a pair of pliers. So it just shows you, hang on, just want to hold this for a second. It's better. Even the Porsche logo on there. Yeah, but just shows you. Let's have a look here. You should be able to really just about do that with a flathead. But yeah, I can see what they do. But yeah, they look. I don't know how theft proof they really are, because I got that off with a pair of pliers without damaging anything. But yeah, all good. So one plate off, other one to go. Anyway, I actually really thought we would have been 100% having to use my little Riley device. Now, the back one's a little bit easier. That's just some Phillips heads on there. So let's go grab a Phillips head. Well, that was a bit easy. That was very easy. We'll give that a good clean before we, yeah, so this summer, my goal is, well, one is to get a little bit more energy from obviously all the surgery rubbish, but is to get the new plates on this car. And as I said, I've driven it twice. I've owned it for, Kev, if you're watching this video, how long? It must be a year. Would it be close? Kevin Shee in WA, it's a great mate of mine who actually sold me the car. Really nice guy. I'm just trying to remember whether we bought it late. I reckon we did late 2021. I always get confused because I also bought a black Trackhawk around the same time. I think the Trackhawk Kev came before this one, and then the red Trackhawk came after. Definitely that came after. But anyway, yeah. But this is this is a really, they're an incredible car, these things. They really are. So it'd be good to actually put the Trackhawk away for a little bit and have a play with this over summer, and just see what it can do. Wanted to get it up to Falls Creek and through that area just to see how it does there. But certainly what I've done with it on a trip to Bright a few months back, just the handling. I don't think you'll find anything that handles sort of like these things do. They just stick, no matter where you drive. They just stick perfectly, and what they are. All right, I'm just thinking whether or not we give it a clean now, but yeah, I don't know whether. I think the rain's going to beat me right now. But the next thing I've got to do with this is for getting ready for summer, full detail, and then get it back out on the road for a bit of a spin. It's a car I can't tell you much about yet because I've only driven it twice in a year. Make a comment, Kev, like on the comments file. I think it must be about a year. Look at these huge brakes on these things, seriously. I would have thought they're probably around the same size as the Trackhawk brakes. Very, very similar. Have to do some measurements, but they might even be a tad bigger. Trackhawk brakes are pretty big though, they're 6 pots, so anyway. Alright, well, this is just my little video to assure everybody I'm still alive, and thanks very much everybody for all your messages and different phone calls and etc., just to check up. Definitely getting there. It's been a slow recovery, definitely good and bad days still, but hey, when they start cutting holes in you and putting things inside you and cutting other bits out, you know, you are going to have a bit of time that, you know, it takes to get it all back together again. But anyway, all right, we'll send these number plates back to WA so that they don't find me a whole heap. I got a letter from them and they're right. I think it's my third letter, and they sort of, the first two letters are really nice, and the third letter was, mate, if you don't send these plates back, we're going to send you an infringement notice. And I thought, yeah, no, fair enough. But I had done the transfer into WA, by the way, so that they knew I had the car. It wasn't still in Kev's name or anything, although that still took long enough, to be fair. But I should have got that done faster. But anyone who knows me well, attention to detail with government authorities is a little bit lacking at times, but hopefully getting better. All right, all the best. That's me Porsche GT4, and we will have some nice custom plates that are going on the front. I won't tell you what they are just yet. It's very hard to get Porsche plates that somebody else hasn't got. We think we've come up with something, so I'm not going to tell anybody what it is, because somebody else will go out, another GT4 owner will go out and get them down here in Victoria. It's very competitive with plates, very hard to get the plates that you really want. So anyway, all right, well, just wondering if this weather's going to pass over, because I wouldn't mind getting the pressure cleaner out and just giving this a bit of a hit. Here comes my cat. Hey Sophie, don't go on the car, Sophie, don't go on the car. Oh, good. Oh no, not sure yet. Really? No, not in the shed. Go away. All right, all the best, guys. I'll keep you updated how things are going, and hopefully we'll get a couple of GoPros set up on this over summer and give you some sort of shots of them running around the place up through the hills of northeast Victoria. Cheers, all the best.